A lot of times these women don't want to take care of the household. These women don't want to be single mothers. These women don't want to do it on their own. A lot of them have to do it on their own because you have a lot of men that don't step up to the plate.
I can't agree to that.
You have a lot of men that are in a lot of
I
situations
can't agree to that.
and they don't step up to be good
like
fathers.
that woman.
Wait, let me finish though, Mozzie. They don't step up to be good fathers. They don't take care of the household. So she has to abort to the $2 rent to make sure that she's able to feed her kids. You have a lot of men, i.e., Vaughn, you didn't marry either one of your baby mamas. So that's a product right in itself of a broken home created by a man.
So let
me finish this. What I'm saying, a lot of these women don't choose these things. They're given the cards and they play the cards right. Because at the end of the day, you have a lot of women, i.e. your mother that you just set up here and say, raised you and took care of your household and made sure that she was good and took care of your responsibilities. She didn't want to do it on her own. She had to do it on her own. So maybe if a lot of men start stepping up to the plate, and I wasn't saying that I don't understand, I'm almost done. I wasn't saying that I don't understand the story of a black man because I'm black before I'm gay. But I do know at the end of the day that a lot of men are dealt the cards of doing what the they want to do, and they leave the bullshit to the woman, so she's going to pick up the pieces.
All right, heard enough. And this is why gay people shouldn't be invited to straight people conversations. And yes, you're seeing that right. Actual commercial where it says for some being a single mother is a plan B, but for others, it is a plan A. But no matter what, it is a rewarding experience. Hashtag power mama. But according to a gay man who never messed with women, they're not being single mothers by choice. Okay.
And my stepmom, who is deeply religious in her 60s, was just like, if you want to have a baby, go have a baby.
It was her stepmother's push that ignited her journey. One thing Aisha wished she'd done sooner in her journey was connect to other Black women pursuing single motherhood. In the summer of 2018, she created an online community for Black women choosing single parenthood. They call it MOCA SMCs, or Single Mothers by Choice.
Now, if you think the same rules don't apply because these women are successful when they're using a donor, no. The women who can't do it the way that they're doing it, the same rules are still on the table. Essentially, when they get to their mid to late 30s, if they're not married or pregnant by then, they just go find some serial impregnator who's just reckless with his seed, and then they go and get what they need from him and call it a day. Shout out to the two people that's on the screen right now. So whether it's the Cynthia G route or the Ebony K. Williams route, the end result is still the same. But the probability of them doing that is very high for this reason.
When I was 24, I wasn't thinking about getting married and having kids, even though the men I was with would have been great to marry and have kids with, but I wasn't ready and I wasn't going to pretend to be ready. And I'm 34 and I'm like,
so many of them say that, which means they're not formally on the family market until they're about 35 to maybe 37. If they don't find it within that brief window, okay, it's just time to get pregnant. And keep in mind, those are the responsible ones. For a lot of them, it looks like this.
Like a husband? What are you talking about?
I want a husband. I want to get married.
She want a husband, she want to get married.
How many children do you have?
3. And 3 baby daddies and they all gangbang.
So if they're not getting recklessly knocked up by dudes who wear it on their sleeves that they're not going to be good fathers, then they're deliberately not getting pregnant and deliberately not getting married and holding out and holding that position until they got like 2 or 3 eggs left. And then they say, okay, I'm ready. Oh, no husband here. Okay, let me find some semen either by hook or crook. Either way, it's a choice. And we know it's a choice because of this mindset and mentality right here.
Because they understood that the Black woman and the Black man are on the same side. Now that we're all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to, be one with the Black man? We even think that being...
Thank you. Clip it, slice it, put it on World Star. She said it, not me.
And that thought process is so baked into the cake of the culture that even when this Black man went to go talk to Black 12-year-old girls about Black families, this happened.
I said we're gonna build a community, and the community is a collection of families. But so can we really build a strong community with just single moms?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead. So what do we do with all the men then? That's the second part of the question.
What do we do with all the men?
Yeah, because you said we're gonna build families and communities with just single moms.
Well, they're done for. I don't know.
The men are just done for.
Yeah, they can just go work. They can
the men will work and just give all the single moms the money.
No, I mean like the men can go work for their own money. The single moms are
they'll work
independent
for
women.
their money.
Yeah.
Okay, because they independent women. What you think?
Yeah, I think the men should probably just do what they want, and then maybe if a single mom needs a dad, then they can just find one.
And then we're gonna build a strong community with just single moms. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
So I said,
can't-
then
I'm
you're
not-
saying then the man is only good to produce the baby. They serve no other purpose, you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like they have reasons to be in the family, but then
But you said they're not. That's why I said you must be saying we have no other value other than producing babies.
I mean, you can help take care of the baby, but then the women can do that by themselves because the women are independent.
Okay. And
So-
you're saying this is gonna produce a strong community.
Shout out to this brave journalist reporting from that war zone. And I will not bore you playing the tried and true classic of the 1986 Bill Moyers documentary, where he asked a bunch of black single mothers, would they marry the father of their child? And only one of them said yes. The reasons that they gave were shocking, but it just shows that that thought process has been baked into the cake of culture for a long time. But what about when the relationship doesn't work and you're trying to just co-parent equally? They just roll out the co-parenting red carpet, right?
If the child is half of yours and half his, do you think that just automatically, because of these 9 months, that the mother should be given the child and the father should have visitation?
Yes,
He was fighting for custody?
he was fighting custody against me.
The courts wanted you to do 50-50,
Yes.
but you didn't want to do 50-50. You wanted
No, I chose to have this child. I chose to take care of this child. I did not really want to be with this person anymore. I wanted my child and I wanted to move forward with my life.
Which means she could break up with him, walk off with her family, and then fight him at every turn when he tried to gain equal access. And let's not get it twisted, she will fight to limit his access and still call him a deadbeat. And oh, how many times did we see this on Kevin Samuels?
Why didn't you marry your child's father?
Why didn't I marry my daughter's father? Because I didn't want to. And we were not, that was not the path that I took for a reason.
I'm asking why.
I just didn't want to. He wasn't marriage material. That
But
wasn't
he
where
was
we were
birth
at.
material.
He was someone that I did have a child with.
No, man.
And that's okay.
See, I want you to,
as
the
a
reason I'm doing
man,
this,
y'all
man,
can't
and the
have
reason I'm
kids.
doing this is I want you to understand these women are so much character driven, and I want you to listen to the answers. Why didn't you marry the man you chose to have a child with?
He wasn't good enough for me.
He is by 2 different men. How come neither one of those men chose to marry you?
You know what? Because actually, they just wasn't in the life path for me to marry. I was young, and for one of the men,
Whenever I ask, did he leave you and the kids, or did you leave him and take the kids with you? I always get interesting answers. Oh, by the way, did I prove that many of them are being single mothers by choice and it's not just as simple as men need to step up? If you like this video, you'll definitely like this video. Tap the screen and check it out.